What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, come on, music. So guys, 7 days ago to this day, I released a video. It was called White Guy Says Black Women Are Too Masculine and This Happened. And it garnered 111,000 views. Now, that video was produced by a TikToker by the name of the Older Millennial 2, which this is a YouTuber that, not a YouTuber, a TikToker rather, that has, I think, maybe several accounts closed down and then come back up, and he has over 300,000 TikTok followers, and also a white guy. What I'd like to do is I'd like to play this particular video, and then I'll come back.
Society has this really weird obsession with stripping the femininity away from black women.
All right, look, I'm sure this is going to get me into trouble, but I want to hear everybody's opinion on this. And please understand, I realize I'm making this observation as a white dude. That's why I want to hear everybody else's opinion. So she says that society is stripping away the femininity of black women. However, throughout my life, I've met very few feminine black women. Like seriously, when I think about all the women I've encountered in my life, and I think specifically about the black ones, I can honestly say that there's only been one or two instances where they've been feminine. The vast majority of black women I've encountered have been brusque and aggressive. And even though a ton of them have been absolutely fucking gorgeous, they were significantly more masculine than they were feminine. In the way they acted, not the way they looked. So my question is, do you think it's society doing it? Or is it just the behaviors of black women in society today?
All right, so now obviously that video has gotten some pushback, and I don't want to play all of the videos right now in question, but I'll play one from this particular TikToker who also has quite a big of a following, and her name is Tabitha Speaks. She took umbrage on the original video that I just played by this man. So what I'll do is I'll play her response to that video, and then we will come back.
We've talked about this one time before on my page, and it looks like we need to talk about it again. I woke up this morning and this man's face was all over my For You page and on my following page, and rightfully so. But I want to explain to you what it is that he's doing. He is rage farming. What is rage farming? Rage farming is a term for the political tactic of intentionally provoking political opponents in order to create or increase exposure for one's group or cause. What's his group? White supremacist, racist males. What's his cause? His cause is to use black people, black issues, black culture to say stereotypical and racist things to garner attention and notoriety for himself. And it's working. He first came across my page when he had a racist, stereotypical, uneducated opinion about the Woman King. His video went viral because, of course, it enraged black people, and black people in droves responded to him, which made his video go viral. He learned from that video, I got something here. So if I talk about black people, the black community, black culture, black issues in a stereotypical racist way, then I'll get engagement and my face will get out there more. And I just might get that podcast deal. I just might become the next Joe Rogan or Fox News contributor. Listen, when he came across my For You page the first time, I blocked both of his pages. And I understand the need for black people to set this man straight. I just want you all to understand what it is that he is doing. I see you, sir. I see you.
So now, here's what she's talking about in the video in so many words. She's saying that the guy is rage farming She's saying that the guy is denigrating black women. The guy is putting stereotypes on black women. And let me just say this. As a black man, as a pro-black, I definitely would never want, and I know that's biased, to agree with anybody else saying what they're saying about black people. Because, you know, the thing about it is other groups don't do that, right? They're never going to be like, oh, that person's right. I mean, you know, you don't see it from the untouchable community, Asian community. So, of course, what the sister is saying, I get what she's saying, because that group, who are white people, created the systems in which black people operate today. Pretty much. We are what they wanted us to become. All right. So I get what she's saying. However, here's something that we need to deal with. Black men are saying what he's saying. And so for everything that we want to take it as being racist, it's just like saying if a white person says the black community has an obesity problem. What we want to do is get around that and try to say, well, you know what? You know, that's racist. That's fat shaming and all other stuff. Instead of wanting to deal with the issue, let's leave him out of it. Are black men saying what he's saying today? Well, let's even leave him out of the question. So Dima, X him out if you can, right? Make an sound effect. Yeah, get him out of there, right? Let's go to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels music? Yeah, let's go to Kevin Samuels, right? Kevin Samuels was a gentleman that black women hated. Even in his death, they hate him now. Why do they hate him? Because he's saying the same thing that this guy's saying. Why do some of them dislike me? I'm saying the same thing this guy I'm saying. But the problem is this. If a black man is saying it, you hate yourself. But when the white man is saying it, it's hard to get around it because he's supposed to be your outlet when things with black men go wrong. That's the situation. The white man is supposed to be able, when the black man is not doing right, he's supposed to be who you go to go and deal with him. And then now you're seeing the white man, and at least one that's bold enough to come out and say it, like, hey, a lot of the women that I've come across, they are not so feminine. They look nice, but they're not so feminine. Then what do you say to that? How do you get around that? I mean, it's kind of just like saying like black women in customer service, you know, you do get some, but then you do remember the ones that are a pain. And is that racist? Well, it might not be racist. It could just be, you know, that's kind of what can happen with a lot of people based on what we're dealing with. And when we're talking about that, y'all want to be upset instead of fixing the problem. Because if a white man comes out and says black men are lazy, black men don't want to work, black men don't know how to treat black women, y'all not going to be having an issue with those comments. And when the white man starts saying, you know, I come across a lot of black men and, you know, they're not respecting black women, y'all not going to have that issue. But you're going to have a problem. And the problem that black women are not going to get away with is that black women are having the same, not everybody, but some of the same situations that you're dealing with. It's going over to the white man now. At least before, it was like, okay, well, I would just give the situation to black men, and then the white man's not seeing it. Now the white man is seeing this, and black women don't have a response. So what they want to make a response for is, well, it's racism. But everything isn't racism. Certain things we need to do is we need to sit back and fix the problems. And the problem is how can we add more value to each other as mates? And black men have been screaming to the top of their lungs that, hey, black woman, could you be a little bit more compassionate towards me? Hey, could you not call me bro? Hey, could you not tell me to suck my D? Whatever, right? Hey, could you do this? And hey, could you do that? And it's falling on deaf ears. And now when it comes with the white man, as if, you know, you don't have black women that don't exhibit those stereotypes when you do see it. And again, it's not all black women, but it is enough to where people notice. People notice. And that's the issue. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.